Hey guys, I'm Bethany Joy, and this is your next vocal quick tip. You guys wanted to learn about vocal travel health, so let's get into it. Often we find when we're traveling, we end up getting sick. Why is that? We know we're going to sing, we've taken care of our voices on a regular basis, but then we start to travel, and the next thing you know, we get to where we're going and we're hoarse, our range is gone, we have sinus infections, we have allergy problems. Why is that? Well, it could be a myriad of things, but most of the time it's because of what's going on in the air, the recycled air in that airplane. So we've got to make sure that your body defends all of that junk that's trying to come into your system. Often the climate that you're going to is completely different than the one that you normally live in. Like for instance, I'm in Texas and it's currently boiling lava hot. Everywhere else in the world is nicer than here. So often when I go other places, I find myself being dehydrated because the humidity level is like 9,000 here. So you kind of have to take those things into account as well. First things first, hydration is the most important thing that you need to pay attention to when you're traveling for great vocal health. Many people don't realize that when you're drinking water today, it's not hydrating you for up to 24 to 48 hours after you drink it, people. So as singers, when you're swigging your water, right then it's only temporarily coating your throat. It's not actually hydrating you in the moment. So you've got to think, I'm going on a trip. I'm going to be on a plane for this long. I've got to sing. I've got all these things coming up. Your hydration needs to start before the trip. There's something called cellular hydration where your body reaches this state, which is actually really good for your health, where you're so hydrated that it starts to release water weight and bloating and all sorts of things like that. But if you're not drinking enough water, you're just literally going to hold water and it's not going to do anything for you. So the way that you get to cellular hydration level is you drink half of your body weight in water. So I have to drink a lot of these. The next thing, and really one of the most important things you need to be concentrated on, is your immune system. If you're not regularly taking things for your immune system, like vitamin C, things like that, then you're more than likely going to catch some type of pathogen in the air that's going to negatively affect your sinuses. So we need to make sure that your immune system is up and ready to fight for you. Some of my favorite things to help your immune system are going to be this natural herb called nettle. I don't know if you can see it there. Nettle is literally the best thing ever. It's a natural allergy medicine. It's not only going to get out what you may currently have on the inside of you, but it is also going to work to fight for you and defend you against all of that junk in the air. One of my next favorite things is actually airborne. It's like vitamin C, but it has a couple little extra bonuses in it that are super great for when you're going to be having a really gross air coming into your body. So I'm cheap. I have the generic version from CVS. This is called Air Shield. You get a lot more bang for your buck, which is what I'm all about. And starting to take this before you go on vacation or before you travel overseas or before you're headed to your next gig is a really good idea. So it says to take 3 a day, but you can actually take up to like 9 a day. Sometimes I take 12 based on how I'm feeling. So get you some Air Shield, or if you want to spend a little bit more money, get you some Airborne. This is like vitamin C, so if you're not taking vitamin C, this is a really good option. And always having those Ester C vitamin C packets is a really great idea. Next, 2 of my staple throat items for traveling are going to be Ricolas, because the menthol level is really, really low, so they're not going to dehydrate you, and also zinc lozenges. Zinc is just great for you all around, okay? But if you ever feel like you have any inflammation or pain in the throat, having the zinc lozenges with you is a great idea because it's going to just nip that sucker in the bud, and it's so helpful on all of these overseas trips that I've been going on. So whether you're going overseas or you're just traveling to Texas, come and see me. Zinc lozenges are a great idea. If you've ever seen any of my pro tips on my Instagram wall, then you've probably already seen this and you've seen me talk about this and rave about it. I love throat coat tea, but if that's not something you really care for, another tea that I have fallen in love with is Voice Tea. Voice Tea is out of Nashville, so you have to order it online, but there's so many wonderful benefits for singers in this tea. You don't actually even need to sweeten it unless you're like me and you just love honey and everything, because honey just makes everything better. Then you can totally just take this on its own. But Voice Tea, having this with you, taking it in the morning and also taking it at night when you're warming down, is a wonderful idea for vocal health as you travel. Okay, so this next one is a little weird, but I promise you, you will love me for it. If you've ever experienced dry nose or bloody noses or really, really weird, dry, gross things coming out of your nose after you've traveled, then this one is for you. I have often had crazy dehydration in my nasal passages no matter what I drink. It's so frustrating, and then it's like I can't get hydrated after the fact. And I'm on a lot of really long flights going overseas. So what I want you to do, trust me, get a Q-tip and get you some Neosporin. Again, cheap. This is the cheap kind. You don't need to spend a lot of money to take care of yourself to travel overseas. Q-tip, Neosporin. Put the Neosporin on the Q-tip, go into the bathroom in the airport or on the plane. You're gonna stick it on there and shove it up your nose and rub it around the back of your nasal passages. I'm not kidding. It works, and you never get dehydrated, and then you never have that parched feeling, and you're not blowing bloody boogers. Okay, let's be real. Real life is dehydration on a plane, and it really, really affects your ability to sing freely. So let's not do that and shove Neosporin up your nose. You're welcome. Best tip ever. And finally, based on where you travel, whether it's cold or not, hear me, whether it is cold or not, your job is to keep your vocal folds warm and ready to go at any given moment, because as a singer, as a traveling singer, as someone that does that for a living, sometimes you have to sing when you weren't expecting to, and your vocal folds always need to be warmed up. So put a scarf on it. Always bring a scarf with you wherever you go. This one is a little hot. I can't stand it anymore. Taking it off because Texas is so freaking hot. So always have a scarf with you to have the best experience on all of your vocal travels. Then just some pro tips for some practical stuff. You always need to warm up higher than what you're actually going to be singing for your performance or for studio work or for whatever it is that you're going to be doing. Never just cold turkey go to the note. You've got to sing higher than the notes. Do your breathing exercises, do your body stretches, and do those warm-ups. Finally, warm down. Often people don't do that, and you've kept your voice at this level of high intensity, and you've got to relax it and bring it back down to the calm state, okay? So do some exercises to warm down, whether it's a and you're taking it down and you're going higher. Those are great options for you. Also doing glissandos. As low as you can possibly go. All right, that is your vocal quick tip for this week. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, write them down below. Only nice things, please. And please subscribe. Tell your friends. Message me your vocal questions because I would love to do videos on all of them. Bye-bye now.